Okay? I don't want anybody to be talking to the person next to them. Okay? Looking around. Okay? Any of those things. I need you to focus on me. Okay? All eyes, all ears. So let's put on these ears right here. Open them up. Make sure you get all the stuff out of there. Make sure you're listening. Because the students that listen the best, I have something for them. Somebody gonna win a basketball. Somebody gonna get a basketball. Okay? I don't know who it's gonna be, but somebody's gonna get a basketball, and I'm gonna autograph this basketball. Okay? Somebody is gonna get t-shirts. Okay? And another little ball with the Denver Nuggets. I have some other things in here. Let's see. The Denver Nuggets little beads or whatever you can put around your neck. And some stickers you can put on your book bag or backpack or something. Okay? And if the whole school, all the students, listen very well, okay? You're going to get an autograph card of the Denver Nuggets team. Okay? All right? All right? So you got to listen up really, really closely. You got to be really good today. First of all, Randall, where are you? You some back there. So let's get Mr. Randy. Come on up here, Randy. Come on up. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but that's okay. You put me on the spot all the time. He is the reason why I'm up here today. Okay? He coached basketball. His daughter is sitting back there. Right there. Raise your hand. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, she went to this school. Okay? And EJ Hoops is a basketball club that I have back north. Okay? And we played Randy's team all the time. So I got to know Randy a little bit. At the beginning, EJ Hoops used to beat his butt. But now, things have changed. Okay? His team had beat me the last 3 or 4 games. Am I right? Now, come on, Randy. You can go ahead and say it. You can go ahead and say it. They have beat my team. And the last time they beat me was a couple of weeks ago. And I got tossed out of the game. Not good. Okay? So Randy's team put it on me so bad, and I was frustrated, okay, that I got kicked out of the game. Okay? His team is really good. He used to model his team after EJ Hoops. That's no longer. We trying to model our team after his team now. Okay? You're as good as your last game. And I'm being honest. I'm very competitive. I want to win, okay? I love winning, and his team right now is the best team, 6th grade team in the state of Colorado. So let's give him a hand for that. And I know he spent a lot of time preparing his team to play against us. So I got to come up with some new strategy to beat this. But now you can go and sit back down now. Now, students, I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes about my life a little bit, okay, when I was a young boy a little bit, okay? And then at the end, like I said, I'm going to ask a few questions. I'm going to find out which students really be listening, okay? And like I said, if you really listen, you're going to get something, okay? If you don't, okay, it's not my fault, okay? Okay? If you answer the question wrong, it's not Ervin Johnson's fault. Okay? No. Okay? So I'm going to talk to you boys and girls a little bit about myself, a little bit, and we'll see, find out who's listening. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone, like Randall, for inviting me to come up. I do this all the time. So when he asked me to come into South Park, I said, sure. Okay, I said, give me some dates, and then I'll make sure it happens. And I drove all the way, dropped my youngest daughter off to school, and I drove down. I do this 3 or 4 times a week, for as going into the community all over Colorado, talking to kids, from elementary schools, to middle school kids, to high school kids. Tonight, I got 2 more events to do. I got a Denver Nuggets event that I got to do with the whole organization, with the players and all. Okay, so I'm one of their ambassadors. Okay, I'm one of the Denver Nuggets ambassadors. When I retired 7 years ago, I was approached by the Denver Nuggets organization to become one of their ambassadors that goes in the community. And I said, sure, I love kids. I have 2 daughters of my own. I have a 7th grader, and I have a daughter that is a freshman in high school. So I said, you know what, I love getting in the community since I'm retired, why not? Okay, so I enjoy kids. Okay, I really enjoy kids. Like I said, I have a basketball club, EJ Hoops Basketball. I'm not trying to recruit, okay? Randy would be really mad at me, okay? But on my off time, I do a lot of that. First of all, like I said, I was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, where the Super Bowl was this past season, a few months ago, actually a few weeks ago. Born and raised in New Orleans, and I'm the oldest son of my mother's 5 kids. I got 2 older sisters, and I got 2 younger brothers, okay? And mother and father separated when I was 5 years old, when I was 5, okay? And my mother moved to another little small town, so I used to go back and forth. New Orleans back to Jonesville, New Orleans back to Jonesville. So I used to travel back and forth all the time. It was about 3.5, 4-hour drive. And I didn't play high school basketball when I was in high school. You probably thought I played high school basketball all the time. No, I used to play out in the yard, shoot around, and then I continued to grow. Okay, I was 6'7" when I graduated from high school. 6'7". I was the tallest one in my class, and I was wearing a size 13 at that time. So that's really big in 1980s, in the 80s. Okay, I graduated from high school in 1985. Okay, in 1985. So I was 6'7" when I graduated from high school, and wearing a 13, 14 size shoe. And then I set out 3 years, students, before I even went to college. Okay, you know why? I had to work. My mother, I had to help support my family. Being the oldest son, a lot of responsibility went on me. So guess what? I said, you know what? I need to go out and work. So I worked for 3 years in a grocery store. Okay, I know a lot of you students go to the grocery store with your parents. Okay, I was a cashier, I was a bagger, I used to work in the meat department, produce department, every department I worked in, every department. Okay, and guess what? They didn't train me to do it, but I wanted to know how to do it. The more things I could do, I felt like the better off I am for as a person and in that, for as the job. So I learned how to do everything. Then I decided one day, you know what? That was enough. I needed to further my education. Okay, so I got a scholarship to play at the University of New Orleans, even though I didn't play high school basketball. I grew 4 inches after high school. Okay, I graduated in 1985, okay? And between that time, okay, until I went to college, I grew 4 more inches. So I was continuing to grow. My mother put me out because she couldn't feed me no more. She said, son, you got to go take care of yourself. I can't feed you, I can't clothe you, you know, it's too expensive. Just kidding. But, so I set out. Then, like I said, I got a scholarship to play at the University of New Orleans. It was the last day, and I know a lot of you young kids probably don't understand this, but we know it was the last day that college coaches could sign players. It was the exact last day. It's almost at the 12th hour. So guess what? 10th floor, and I walked through that door, knocked on his door. He said, who is it? I said, Ervin Johnson. He came out, looked around. He said, Magic Johnson? I said, no, Ervin Johnson. I said, God make more than one. Ervin Johnson. So he thought some of his friends were playing a trick on him. Okay? This is a true story. And, you know, he looked around, felt like it wasn't a trick, so we sit down. He said, what can I do for you? I said, I would like to play college basketball for you. And he said, can you run? I said, yes. He said, can you jump? I said, yes. He said, okay, sign right here. And that's the honest truth. He gave me a scholarship. Even though I couldn't shoot, dribble, none of that. He didn't know anything about my basketball history. So I got a scholarship. Played at the University of New Orleans. Played there for 4 years. Then, after that, I got drafted in the NBA in 1993 by the Seattle Supersonics. And I was the first round draft pick, 23rd overall in the first round. The head coach at that time was Coach George Carter, head coach for the Denver Nuggets. Okay? And played 3 straight years with Seattle. Then I was a free agent, signed a 7-year contract with the Denver Nuggets. Thought I was going to be here for a long time. My wife and I, we didn't even have kids. And played 1 season with the Denver Nuggets. After that, I got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. That's where I spent most of my career. Played 6 straight years with Milwaukee. Then I got traded, went to Minnesota. But while I was in Milwaukee, I played with a guy that is still in the NBA today. And he probably have 1 or 2 more years left. Ray Allen. Do anybody know who that is? Yes. Played for what team do he play for? Who? The Miami Heat. Absolutely correct. Okay, I played with him. Okay, I want to say 4 years. But then I got traded and went to Minnesota. I played with another teammate that is somebody is still in the NBA today, Kevin Garnett. I played with him for 2 years. Then I went back to Milwaukee. I was 37 years old, about to turn 38. Owner called me in his office and said, Ervin, I would like for you to play 1 more year. I want you to mentor some younger guys. So he talked me into it. So I played 1 more year with Milwaukee after Minnesota. So I played a total of 13 years in the NBA. I've been retired now from the NBA 7 years. And like I said before, I'm one of the ambassadors for the Denver Nuggets. And I go in the community and do a lot of different things. Here's some things, kids, and this is where the good stuff about to come. Okay, I can tell you this now. What I'm about to talk about now is going to be on the quiz. I'm going to give you in about 10 minutes. It's going to be on the quiz. Okay? So I'm telling you, you better listen up. If you want to win something, you better listen. And you're going to have to remember something I'm about to talk about. My mother gave me 8 things. Okay? And I had the Denver Nuggets organization to put it on the back of a card for me. Okay? These 8 things that I think is very, very important. Okay? Number 1, okay, and I need all the students to participate. After, I'm going to go through one of them at a time. Okay? You're going to repeat each one of them after me, one at a time, and I'm going to talk about each one of them. Okay? Are you listening? Okay? Number 1, I need all the students to say education. Education. One more time. Education. Thank you. Education should be your number 1 goal, kids. You're in school to learn. Don't ever forget that. You're not in school to hang out, play, talk about whatever. Okay, you should be very excited about learning. About learning. I know we have a few students sitting on the floor and say, school is boring, it's not fun. I don't want to go to school, I don't want to get up in the morning. Okay, I don't want to do no homework. I'd rather be playing outside, hanging out with my friends. Okay, kids, it's not too many things you can do in this lifetime without a good education. I'm not going to tell you you won't be able to get a job. I'm not going to say that. But it won't be a good job. Okay? So your education should be your number 1 thing right now.